So I was planning to do some code today and start working towards the new Muse model, but I'm now looking at this and this is horrendously overcomplicated and probably is not a good idea to implement. Second, I also got distracted and made these cool D&D maps, but that's not relevant. So, um, last video, I said I was paying off technical debt. And then today I was literally about to sit down and start implementing whatever this is. This is not a good idea. Looking at this, I am confused. This is something that I drew out like last week, and I already do not understand what's happening. I feel like I should keep things more simple and perhaps try to make like a midway point between this Muse model that isn't exactly simple, but is not this complicated. What was I even thinking? So, yeah, I need to go back to the drawing board again and start mapping out Muse Model 3. But that's not the only thing that I'm going to talk about. One thing that has changed in the code, and I don't actually have the code open, so I'm going to stay on these note cards, is that now there's a conversation loop. So basically, when I talk to it, it enters conversation mode. When it's not in conversation mode, then I can basically do whatever. So I can start having it self-plan like lessons and start looking things up and adding things to long-term memory without me even interacting with it. And I can start doing that itself. So that's like the main change since that I've been changing when I was paying off the technical debt, is making it not just a chatbot, but having like a conversation mode where it enters conversation and like becomes a chatbot, and having a Muse mode where then there are other features that I can implement when I'm not actively talking with it and it's still running. So now the next step is to basically simplify the move to conversation mode. So right now there's a variable that says is in conversation, and if I recently spoke to it, then it enters is in conversation and responds back. But it's still very janky and it's always listening, and I still haven't made the wake word. I think the wake word might be like one of the most important things I need to do. Otherwise, there's no point in having it running all the time because it's always going to be listening to you. So if there are other people in the room, that's going to be a nightmare. So I think I need to start focusing on the actually crucial features of the Muse model instead of planning out an absolute mess. Tomorrow, this is actually my second to last video. This is video 29 of my 30-day challenge. So tomorrow will be the last video of the 30-day challenge, and I will talk about how things will change moving forwards.